Hello. So, welcome to leg exercises to help you improve your balance. This is the second time I've done this now. But I had quite a lot of interruptions in the first one, which I think you're able to get to, but I'm going to do it again. So, this is the refined version, 6 types of exercise to help improve your leg strength, to help improve your balance, hopefully prevent falls, and actually give you some control over your movements, really, and confidence. So, are we ready? We are going to start by looking at what you need to be able to do these things safely. So, it could be a kitchen unit, it could be a sturdy chair, it could be some sort of balustrade, but you do need something that you can stand tall and hold on to safely and securely. If you're going to be like this, it's going to be detrimental. It's not going to help you improve your core strength, which is vital for balance, and it's going to mean your upper body is taking some of the work that the legs should be doing. So, are you ready? I'm going to shut that so that you don't have to listen to Fortnite, which is a computer game being played incessantly. So we're going to start with feet hip width apart, and you're going to think about opening up your chest. Now, why does this help leg strength? Because if the chest is closed, we're stooping and our balance is already quite forward. So we only need a little push in the right direction. So we're going to open out that chest, and if we feel insecure, we're going to use this tool to support us till we get stronger, and gradually we need less support, so we can stand tall. Everyone's a winner. Good. So now we're standing tall. Our feet are hip width apart. We've got a nice secure surface, and we've got decent shoes on to do this. So don't be tempted to do this in slippers, all right? Because slippers have no support. Quite often they're quite loose fitting, and they're quite often, more often than not, can cause accidents more than support you. So get a good fitting pair of shoes on, and then you can start. All right, so now I've got both hands on my chair. I'm going to bring myself quite close to the chair, not here, because if I'm here, I'm going to be leaning on it. So I'm going to open that chest, and the first thing we're going to think about is coming up onto tiptoe, picking the heels off the floor, slowly lowering down. So we're going to pick it up. Good, now I've got my chair for support. As you get better and stronger at this, you may find you can take a hand away. You've got one hand still there. As you get better and stronger, you may find you can take maybe a couple of fingers away, but you still need fingertip support from 1 or 2 fingers. You may find eventually you can take both hands away. Now, this will depend on whether you've got injuries in your ankles. It doesn't necessarily just mean you haven't been working at it. Now, I'm aiming for about 10 of these, and then I'm going to slowly come down. Now, what happens if you can't do 10? That's okay. Just do as many as you think you can do well, and then we'll build on it week by week. But these exercises, you can do these every day, okay? You can do them every day. Don't worry if you miss a day, but practice them every day. Now, that's that exercise. Let's see now if we can build up the muscles in the front of the leg. So we're going to see this time, same position, bottom in. If we can lift the balls of the feet off the floor, so we're balancing on our heels, bring those feet back down. I find this really challenging. Now look what I tend to do, right? This is my thing. I do that. Okay, so we don't want that. That's just working your lower back. We're going to keep that bottom in, so nice hips close to the chair, and we're going to work the fronts of those ankles, work the fronts of those legs, pull those toes up, Slowly lower down. Chest is open, bottom in. Good. So you may find you can't do 10 of these. That's okay. All right. We're just going to do 10 of those, and then you might want to circle those ankles a little bit. Okay, but make sure you're holding on. Good stuff. That was really good. Really good. Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to think about just simple walking. So if I'm walking, I'm going to walk with my chest lifted. I'm going to look straight ahead where I'm going. Okay? So I've got my chair here. I've got one hand here. Now, you may need to have a little bit more support. You may need to put a chair the other side of you. And all we're going to do is we're just going to take 2 or 3 steps. So we've still got that chair. And we're going to practice placing that heel down, rolling through to the ball of the foot. So I'm going to shuffle backwards. And I'm going to just take heel, roll through to the ball of the foot. Heel. Good. So we're walking with support. Really focusing on picking the feet up, heel, rolling through the ball of the foot. Okay, now this is where the rub comes. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can take one foot in front of the other to do that. This is quite challenging in terms of balance. So if you find that just the normal walking with the feet hip width apart is enough, just practice that. If you need a stick or another chair on the other side, make sure you do that. So see if we can keep that chest lifted, okay? And either one, as if we're walking that tightrope. Good. So this is challenging in terms of balance, okay? I'm going to show you. If you're not sure, you could always take 2 steps into your chair. 1, 2, and then back. Now, when you're going backwards, the ball of the foot through to the heel. Ball of the foot through to the heel. Heel, roll through to the foot. Heel, roll through to the foot. Ball of the foot through to the heel. Ball of the foot through to the heel. And as you get more confident, okay, you might be able to take bigger steps. Good. All right, so this is if you really feel you need to be facing your support. Good stuff. So that's exercise number 3. So if we recap, we've got 10 heel lifts, we've got 10 toe lifts, and then we've just got you practicing walking tall on the tightrope, but of course we've got levels to build up to that, okay? Or forwards. Good. All right. Excellent. Now we're going to practice side steps. Nice and controlled. So we got the feet hip width apart. I've got my chair here, and I'm going to take a step to the side, bring that foot across. Step across. Okay, now I've done it for you. She says. It's okay, it's only the postman. Okay, back to side steps. Made me jump. So, I've done it for you with my chair to the side. What I would like you to do is have the chair there and to step, bring that foot across. The only problem with making a video doing that is, of course, you can't see my legs. So imagine my chair is here, we're stepping, good. And we're going to step that way. Nice and controlled. We're not leading with the head, we're leading with these legs. We're practicing transference of weight. Good. So, you can do 10 to the right and 10 to the left. But if that's a little bit too much, just do 5 to the right, 5 to the left, and then find that support. Maybe walk those feet out again. Whew. I tell you what, It's all happening here today in Tag Towers. You can't record for love nor money. Anyway, now I've got over my fear of the post knocking. We're going to go on to the next exercise. This is a corker. If you can do nothing else, we must have a little go at this because we all have to sit down at some point in the day and we all have to stand up. So I've got my secure chair. We need to make sure it's not too low, but ideally, if it's too high, we're not really challenging ourselves. So as the weeks progress, see if you can look at, if you use a chair with a cushion to start with, which maybe I wouldn't recommend because it might fall off. But if you use a higher chair to start with, see if you can gradually come into that dining chair. All right. Now, what we need to do is forget our normal chair position. All right. That is not conducive to leg strength, nor is something like this. We need to bring you, so lift one bottom cheek at a time into that front half of the chair. Bring those heels just underneath the knees so that when we push up, we're pushing into the heels using these big muscles here. All right, there's some of the biggest muscles in the body and they're ready to go. So if you need some support, put a chair in front of you. All right, because when we stand up, we just need to move the feet a little bit to make sure you don't get dizzy. And then we're just going to shuffle backwards a little bit, slowly lower down. How was that? All right. Now, I'm going to give you the alternative for if you cannot get out. All right. So you've got a little chair there just for you to hold on to, just in case. We're going to just power up, come down. So that powerful, even that, means everything here is working. And gradually, you might be able to go a little bit further, gradually a little bit further. All right. Now, if you need a little bit of help, try not to put your hands there and do this. It's like two forces working opposite each other. Pop your hands underneath your bottom, and as you push into those heels, give yourself a little pop up, okay? Try and move those feet at the top of the move, all right? Try and move them so you don't get dizzy from that change in position. Brilliant. So we're going to aim for 10 of those. Excellent. If you can only do 2 or 1, just do one every day this week, and next week you're going to add one on. Week after, you're going to add another one on. It will make a difference to your life. It really will. All right, last little exercise. Okay, she says, this one is all about standing on one leg. Every time I do this clip, something's happened today, and I've changed the exercises, but they're all really useful. So what we're going to do next is standing on one leg. So what I like to do is just to lower my center of gravity slightly, just take my knees off lock. And then I'm holding on with 2 hands, and I'm going to see if I can take 1 foot off the floor. Now, keep that chest nice and open, keep that bottom in, few seconds, bring that foot down. And then, like we did with the sit to stand, just move the feet a little bit. Let's do the same on the other side. Good. Now, and bring it back. So every balance, we start with those 2 hands. It's like all these exercises. And as you get stronger and better at it, you might be able to take 1 hand away. Good. Now you might be able to hold it for a little bit longer. Great. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So if you do it on one side, see if you can do it on the other side. Okay. I'm going to now challenge my balance. Okay, it does help to have the arms out to the side, keep that chest open, but make sure you've always got that support there just in case. All right, good. So we're just going to gently move those feet. Gently move those feet, take a little roll of those shoulders, and we'll just have a quick recap. So, heel raises, Toe raises. Makes no sense to recap seated. Let's do it standing. Heel raises. Toe raises. Walking. Good. Side steps. Sit to stand. Remember that little wiggle the toes, move the feet as you come up. And to finish off with one leg. Okay, great. So now you've got the tools in your suitcase, in your armory, to go away and really help work on your balance. Good luck. Let me know how you get on. Take care.